What's up, party people? As you can see, I am still home. Man, home has a lot of distractions. I'm trying to get out of here. Yes, I am still planning on hitting the road. I hope sometime this week. I got a few things to do yet. I got to gather all the parts for the people that I'm supposed to connect with. Get that stuff together, boxed up, ready to roll. I gotta go pick up a part for somebody that needs a exhaust system for their 70 series cars, S70 series car. Then I gotta tie up this green car, Betsy, so I can get that thing out of here, and then I'll be ready to hit the road. Hopefully Wednesday. Today is supposed to be another freezing day. Tomorrow's supposed to be a warmer. Then Wednesday is supposed to be warm. So I had to clean up Panther, organize my tools, find tools I misplaced, hopefully rebuild a couple cylinder heads today, and start packing up things tomorrow and Wednesday. I also need to replace 2 CV axles on Panther. I think I have worn those things out towing. I don't want to get out on the road and those things break. I also am going to swap the winter tires onto Panther in case I run into some snow. So I got to check with the people that I'm supposed to meet, make sure we have 50-degree weather in their area. If not, we're going to need somewhat of a heated garage to do their work, or I might have to reschedule them for spring. Man, I hate doing that. Apologize for that. But let me go ahead and post this video and get cracking on these cylinder heads. Clean up some of the mess I got around here so I can start packing. Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert. That's me. This video contains things that I encounter throughout the day. If for some reason I complete a task and you would like to see the details, you can click on the link in the description area below. This video also contains tips and tricks that I learned throughout the years. I plan on leaving this video accessible for about 30 days. After that, you can view it through my Patreon account. Thank you very much for watching. I'm over here with Miss J again. She told me her heater wasn't working on the driver's side. I get over here, the blower motor don't work. The whole dang blower motor's out. So she needs a blower motor. She didn't tell me that. Communication skills horrible. Her lower under panel was busted. One of her grandkids put their foot in the pocket and busted it. So I found one in the salvage yard out of that silver wagon. Still got the braces in there. So I'm going to put this in for her. Then I'm going to go to my storage, see if I got a blower motor. Maybe bring that back to her today since the winter time is set in. And put her lower panel down there. Somebody put a heater core in for her and didn't put that panel back in. I see something broke on the floor down there. It doesn't look like that, but we'll see. And she's got a trim right here that's busted. I got that from that silver car as well. And I got her a matched wheel for her car. She said she wanted to buy a new blower motor till I told her how much they cost, and she said the junkyard one will be fine. She said she was going to drive it till the wheels fell off. Man, I think we are there. We are definitely there. About to figure out why Miss K's car or truck here is knock-kneed. Man, this wheel's leaning now, pulling on the wheel, and this one's pointing now. So we're gonna get under here and see what's happening. Do. Hood's open a little bit, not sure what that's about. So the driver's side is fine. I thought something was going on over here, but it's not. Let's go check out the passenger side. Yep, ball joint came out of its socket there. And that's probably an easy fix. Get another ball joint. You gotta get those things to come out of the knuckle, bottom of the knuckle. That kind of sucks, but that's doable. Yeah, I always get another control arm. Is it under warranty? FCP warranty, or you get Rock Auto ones?
She got it through Napa. I'm not quite sure.
Oh, you got
your control arms through Napa?
I think so. We spent quite a nice big chunk when we did that little.
And the wheel went back and hit the fender back there?
Yep.
All right, let's see here if it pulled the axle. Oh, no, it's got a courier bearing holding it in on this side. That's why I didn't pull the axle out.
Okay.
I think it's got a courier over there. Maybe not.
But it turns. Long time ago.
He's got a ball joint, and if we can get that out of there, we could probably fix this control arm. The rest of the control arm looks good. No cracking in the bushings or nothing like that. When your ball joint comes loose, your strut assembly just hangs and dangles. So this thing could fishtail around, and it fishtailed into the front of the fender well, fishtailed into the back, dented the fender a little bit, pushed the fender out from the door a little bit. No real big deal on a vehicle that you're not using for show. So what we got to do now is get under here and take these two bolts loose that bolt the ball joint to the knuckle. They look like 14s. Then we got this big bolt here. Oh, looks like a 13. Then we look like we got an 18 maybe that bolts the ball joint through the control arm. 13, is this an impact?
Yep.
Yep, that'll get it. Then let me see your 18 or 19 again. You got 18 in your hand? What you got in your hand? Give me that big one. Whatever that big one is.
That's a 21.
Yeah, that's probably closer. Yeah, you got a 21 here. So we're going to pop this 21, pop these two 13, try to tap this ball joint out of the control arm. Then try to move this off of here and get this ball joint tapped down out of the knuckle. They have a special puller for that, so let's see what happens. Pulled the bolt out of the ball joint, 21 millimeter. Then I pried it down with this fork and tapped the bottom of it with a sledge until it come up out of there. Now the tough part's going to be here, getting this part of the ball joint out of the knuckle. People do that with an air hammer. They beat that thing down there. We're gonna try to put a chisel on there and tap it down on both sides, going back and forth until we get that thing out of the knuckle here. Top of the ball joint out of the knuckle. It'll just sizzle off. It'll burn off. Have a great big vapor boom. Got it out. Put a lot of heat on it for about 2-3 minutes with some MAP gas. Then I put the chisel up along here, tapped it down a little bit, it started separating, and I went on the other side, tapped it down about 10-15 times, and it popped out. So heat is the way. Woo woo. What the hell's going on there? It looks like that bushing in that control arm slid a little bit. It's wet like water. Started the screw a little bit, got him started, then I snugged him down, didn't tighten him. See, the arm started bending on it. Then I got this chisel here, put it up right here like that, start tapping it in with the sledgehammer, 2-pound sledge, moved over to each side, tapped it in. Screws got loose, then I snugged the screws down again, tap it in. You don't have a tool, it takes a while, but you could tap it in with a chisel. And we're going to keep tapping until it's flush, and then we're going to get this control arm over this ball joint piece here and screw that on and be done. We got it tapped up by the chisel, bolts tightened in. We got it, man. We went around it, chiseling it several times around different little short jabs at it. Now we're about 1.5 inches out. So we're going to have to lower this, push this stuff in, then jack it up and try to get it lined up with this ball joiner. We'll never get that in. So we're going to let this down, try to push this in and jack it up and wiggle this through there. That's going to be a tough one, getting that lined up so we can hook it. We could not get the stem of that ball joint on, until we disconnected the strut up here. So we pulled those 2 bolts out of the strut, pried the strut in and out of the way over top of this CV axle. Then we was able to lift that up on there, get that screw started. Then we maneuvered this back in, got that tightened down. Then we put a rotor hole pin in the hub here. Now we're gonna put the wheel on. Then we'll get Miss K to test drive it. And if she makes it back, we did a good job. And here we have it, folks. One wheel is connected like the other. Hey, can you put them straight? I come over here, it's all turned the other way. Just leave it like that for a second. That wheel's relatively straight. And that wheel's relatively straight. So we're back in business. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.